Okay, there we go. All right. Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing today? How is life a living for you all? Today, we are going to be doing something fairly simple. Hi, what's up, Dogbot? In the chat, how are you doing today? How's the life a living? If you all see behind me, there's something a little bit different. Something a little bit strange. There seems to be some sort of weird, I don't know, like this mushroom-ish biome. I wonder why. So we are going to be preparing today for something fairly special. Dogbot, I know you know what it is in the chat. Um, but yeah, essentially, we are going to be preparing for a little bit of something today. And it's mainly I'm just going to be doing a lot of building and whatsoever. So and when I say building, I'm going to be preparing sort of what will eventually be a sort of mega base. I have a couple ideas. I originally had another world for this as well. However, the biggest issue is that I sort of had already lost that world when I was trying to. Um, I actually don't even know where it is. Welcome, Emmy's family, to the chat. Hope you are doing well today. And also, how are you doing? Anyways, oh yeah, we are currently in creative at the moment, but yeah, this is significantly more barren than I thought it would be. I'm not gonna lie. So basic idea of sort of what I want to do is I have, um, there are a couple fun things I kind of want to do for when it comes to building wise and whatever. Hey Penny, do you want to know great idea for a stream? Shoot, bro, subscribe to this guy. This guy is cool. Cool, chilling, good at Minecraft. Thank you, Emmy's family, for saying that. I mean, yeah, thank you. I don't know about being good at Minecraft, but you know, survival super flat. I have thought about doing survival super flat. Actually, though, I've seen a couple challenges, and it's kind of cool. I think it would be a really interesting thing to try out at some point. And I think I know what I have an idea. Oh yeah, structureless. Yeah, I've seen a couple stuff for structureless. That that's hard to me. Uh well, I'd imagine you're talking about Minecraft itself, and then I don't blame you. It is kind of a harder game. Well, it I suppose that really depends on what you're trying to do within Minecraft. But yeah, so predominantly building stream of is we're going to be predominantly building here today, and so of course because of the as I said, this seems to be a fairly a mush this is a mushroom fields biome. If I click this little button right here, you can see biome mushroom fields for the is what I set the super flat preset for this world to be. Essentially, the theme that I'm going to be having is going to be surrounding generally mushrooms for what I'm going to be building here today. So we're going to get predominantly um, red building blocks and whatsoever. Um, Let me talk to him real quick. Who are we talking to exactly? That's my question. It ain't easy. The game is the game. I mean, yeah. All right. So let's see. What do I wanna start with? I can spell mushroom, I promise. But yeah, so last time I had kind of because my idea is I want to sort of create like a mushroom castle along with some mushroom villages, and I think I've gotten some ideas on how exactly I want to do the mushroom castle. So I think we're gonna work on the village first, and I'm liking this mangrove wood right here. That looks really nice. Um, Warning: I do not. I'm not like a very great builder, so I'm kind of just like a lot of what I'm gonna be doing is just like take stuff that I've taken notes of from other builders that I've seen on the platform. So Did you know that that Minecraft works actually go farther than Udaplex blocks? Udaplace blocks? What exactly do you mean by that? Kind of curious now. But yeah, so I'm thinking I'm gonna try to like lay out a palette of like what exactly I want to see in this build. Ooh, I think about some nether stuff because that does sort of keep with the red theme, but I'm not sure. Maybe not copper. I mean, I can also see. I think if I want doors, and I don't think that's a. I'm gonna do that purely because I might get some of this. Maybe not that, but I think I might get some of that just for a lighter shade of red in there. Um. Oh, are you talking about like how large the Minecraft world actually is? Because yeah, it is quite huge. I believe it is like 300 million blocks or so. Uh, or well, that's a little bit more than 300 million blocks. I think that's probably the total volume that you're talking about. I don't think I'll be using strip cherry wood. That seems a little bit too far in that spectrum for me. Um, let's get some natural blocks because the whole idea is that it has sort of some like natural themes to it. So maybe hold up. How does hmm Oh, you're talking like beyond the border. So like there's actually like farther out there's significantly more. Gotcha. Okay. Like okay, that's interesting. All right. Okay. I like this. This would be really cuz like I'm also trying to take into consideration like how hard some of this stuff might be able to like how hard some of this stuff would how hard it is to acquire some of this stuff in Minecraft. There we go. So I'm kind of I don't know. So I think what I'm gonna start with is like, as I said, I want to try and create some villages, and I'm thinking they would like actually house some villagers. So I think we're gonna start working on the design for that. And also, I'm planning on it having a sort of like mushroom, like a rustic vibe to it as well. So I'm thinking like no windows, no doors, that sort of thing. And it's also quite nice because like as you can see, as it turns dark, sorry, not mushrooms. Monsters don't actually really spawn in this biome besides phantoms, but those don't attack villagers. So, um, uh, there's really far areas where blocks are circular. Interesting. I'm not Google Plexian. Damn. All right, that's huge. I'm not sure because I feel like I know if you go far enough in Bedrock, you sort of get to what I call like the stripe lands or whatever. Um, but if you go far in Java, I think it just gets like really freaking laggy. All right, how do exactly? I'm gonna set the time today. I don't want to work in some daylight. Oh, I'm also gonna want to think about lighting. So I think we're gonna want to think lighting wise, either this or this. Well, this is actually called like shroom light, but I think either one could work. Maybe. I think I like shroom light a little bit better. I think we'll use that one. All right. So yeah, I think I'll have it be like 5 wide. I think I want it to be sort of like almost mushroom shaped as well. Or like mushroom shaped as in like the mushrooms you see in Minecraft. But actually, you know what I could do? Uh uh you got to to a different server. What exactly do you mean by that? Oh, why is this I made it 4 wide by accident. There we go. All right. All right. I think I'm gonna create sort of like a baseline for this. Also, one of the annoying things about working with mushroom blocks that I discovered is that they do this whenever you um like whenever they're touching another mushroom block, they create this sort of strange texture. So it's kind of annoying whenever I'm trying to like work within trying to like, let's say I wanted to like punch out a window, I then also have to like replace the rest of these blocks to be able to make it work, and like now look incredibly weird. Why does the mushroom placing sound like the wood noise? Cause Mojang's lazy. That's why. Um, stop him trying to tell him something. Um, I mean, I do want to say, like, I can see everybody's message. It's just that, like, like it isn't Dogbot isn't necessarily the problem here. It's more, it's just that, like, I'm misunderstanding what you're saying here. Um, ooh, wait, hold up. So if I could like do this, right? This could theoretically be cool. Hold up. Maybe not a full ring, because I'm thinking like excuse First Amendment, golly. Um if you go too far you get to different servers. I don't think that's how that works. I don't that's really not how that works. No. You don't go to like a different server, cuz like servers, that's not actually how like servers work. Servers work in a way where like they're completely different, like they're completely different worlds. Like the world itself is separate from the actual server. I don't know. It's complicated to explain, and like I don't think I have a full understanding to actually give you a detailed explanation myself. But essentially, a Minecraft world, if you go too far, it doesn't bring you to another world. It just brings you to sort of like the edge of it, because um they're two completely separate things. I mean, do you want me to like teleport there and just show you? I'm not sure if that would like crash in my game, but you know, I fully could. Um, let's see, because if I could like, hold on, because this is the biggest. I really hate how it keeps doing that, and then I just have to like keep replacing it. I think I might. Hmm. Um, you can't teleport beyond that far. I mean, there are other methods to be able to get that far, however, so it could. It's still possible. I don't like how flat that is. Because I could, like, I could do this, right? I think I'm just being a bit of a perfectionist at the moment. Because if I... Okay, I can maybe... I don't really know... That... that just looks... That looks crappy. I don't really know what I was going for there. I think I wanted to go for, like, a random pattern, but still, like... I found a way to teleport that far and get in your world at... I don't think you understand how this works. I really don't think you do. Because you can't go into anyone else's world. Because here's the thing. Like, to get into this world, I am actively on a server. You can't, like, feasibly, you can't actually go into a single player world at all unless, like, you're using LAN or whatever. Bro, go there. I'm not going there right now. I'm working on something else, okay? I don't... Like, I am actively on a server, but I can promise you that's fully not how that works. Okay, I'm trying to recreate like a mushroom look, and this is like not working out at all. I might just want to go like more simplistic, sort of with like how Minecraft designs their mushrooms. So maybe it's more like this, because this is simple, and I could probably do some stuff to make it look a lot better. Oh god. Yeah, I'm joking. Sorry. Yeah, it's all good. It is what it is. I guess I'm not really gonna be too annoyed at you, but I don't really. I guess I don't really see the humor in that necessarily, but you do you, I guess. Um. So I'm thinking like if these could like possibly look like roots, right? I mean, like. Um. I'm not. That looks just really weird. I'm not even sure what the hell I'm doing here at this point, because this is just kind of weird. Because I'm trying to create this like look as if like these were like actually grown out of the ground. I don't know. Okay. That looks weird. Um. Uh. All right. Also, I do understand what. Can I not see Twitch chat? Oh shit! Sorry. I can see Twitch chat, Beachly. Thank you for DMing me on that. I had it set on YouTube. What's going on here? 32-bit and signed integer limit for world size. Yep. Dog, what would that crash it? I don't like how flat you are. What do you mean by that? Um. All right. Yeah. Okay, I can see it now, Beachly. I was just reading back. You know damn well what I mean. What do you What do you mean flat? Are you talking about like this? Like the build itself? Are you talking about like me? I don't like my personality? What are you talking about? Don't think too damn hard about it? Then what are you expecting me to what do you Okay. I'm not even going to try to question it. All right. All right. All right. What are we going to do with this? Because I feel like every single thing I try to put on here, it's just not looking good at all. And I guess like it's just gonna be like a normal villager house, I guess. So it's not gonna be like, and I'm gonna be like making multiple, many of these, so it isn't gonna be like too important necessarily. But um, I don't know. Maybe I don't. Let's try to like put this sort of all around and just see what it looks like. I think I want to like, no. Make a white base with bone blocks. Then just have a dome and then have the mushroom dome just to be the roof. I had that wouldn't actually be a bad idea actually. But my original, because I was considering making it so like it would be like, oh, it's like a raised house or something like that. But I do actually like that idea. I think that'll be one of the things I think I'll do. Also, since I am going to be farming a bunch of mushrooms, I might as well just use mushroom stems as well for that. So I'll see how this design looks. I really like that there. Because I was thinking sort of like this mushroom would have its own sort of design rather than following like the traditional one. Okay. I could extend that. I mean, this seems a little bit extra complicated to like add out these sprouts here because I was thinking of like trying to find some sort of way to add like a strange, unnatural greenery to this. I wonder if I could like but this would require and I'm probably gonna need I might need that for that. Oh wait, actually hold up. I could texture this. I could texture this. I could theoretically texture this. What if I made it like every... Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. I think I have a thought, guys. Sometimes the framing is more important than the picture itself. That's true, yeah. I mean, that just looks... This looks a little bit strange, I think. Like, maybe if I were to, like, branch out with this... Maybe, like, connect some of them. I forgot that one right there as well. And maybe I should also have some of it, like, maybe grow a little bit onto it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna get this set real quick. And if I could, like... We could, like, do that, right? Okay, this looks a little... I mean, it's not bad. I think it could use some, like, growth onto the house itself. I mean, this isn't really a good spot to, like, hang this as well. Maybe, hold up. I have a thought. Okay, that looks really freaking weird. I also shouldn't have put one there, because that's the corner. Because, yeah, I was going to do that, and then... Nope. mean, that looks a little... I think maybe... It's kind of nice. I want to break this up a little bit. It looks like just like it's purely mushroom on here. I do not want any rain right now. It's going to be excessively loud. I think... I don't know. I was thinking it could be... The house could, like, almost be scrappy in a way. You know? So, like, it was almost like they harvested some of those natural resources and then used what little they had to sort of construct this house. And then it's sort of like, it looks a little bit messy, but also there's like a level of charm to it as well, sort of what I'm going for. Because I could like... Yeah. I mean... And I think I'd want to keep like the top mushroom. I think I want to do that. I don't really like that from the outside. I don't know, whatever. What if I was to like break some of it up with this kind of wood? No, I think it just needs the two-tone. It doesn't need any extra. I think we might be able to include this in some other build, but I think this sort of works on its own. And then the floor... honestly, I could just leave it as... So then again, it's sort of its own plant, so... It's like a combination of like a plant, but like plants also... Like parts of plants wither and die, right? So maybe that's why there's some of this wood here. To like keep it supported and keep it from withering. And we could sort of like... create a look on upper comments, please. Okay. I will do that. Also, thank you, Emmy's family, for being here. I hope you have a good rest of your day / night. So I'm kind of creating a bit of a spiral here. And this spiral shape sort of to like represent how the roots are kind of sprouting out and around. I think like a little bit more in the center area here. Or I think maybe like that and then that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's solid. Don't accidentally make a swastika. Yeah, I was literally thinking of that as I was creating it. I do not believe I have made one here. This is that is most definitely not one of those. As I realize, I probably actually shouldn't say that word myself as a streamer. My bad. Anyways, but yeah, so okay. Also, part of the reason I wanted to make these hang down is I want to see. Okay, we can hang these here. That's good to know. I think I'll grab like. Can these be bone mealed? Actually, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they can, but yeah. Yeah. All right. I kind of want it right there. Whatever. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, like some of the plants growing off this thing. Okay, this makes a weird sound. Like it makes a yeah, when you break it, it makes like an ah sound. That's weird. As if it's like almost in pain itself. That's really interesting. I never noticed that. Like a deep sort of like distorted ah sound. That might have actually been voice lines. Who knows? I think. Oh, we gotta make sure we gotta keep up with the idea of like when this is right next to the yeah. Anyways, so here's the current house idea. I think I'll actually keep this uncovered just to kind of like make it so like this thing maybe also like generates its sort of its own light. Maybe I could. Oh, I kind of like that actually. It's actually really nice. I like this. Yeah. I think this will do. And then maybe we could also add some of these. Okay, the sound of that is insane. Oh yeah, I love this. I love this. Okay. This is nice. This is really nice actually. Is this lopsided? No, okay, it's good. It just looked weird from like my position down here, so I just wanted to double check. Yeah, I think I like this. This is a really nice sort of yeah, I like that. By the way, Beachley, I believe you had asked what I was preparing for. Um, all I'm gonna say is that you are a part of what I'm currently preparing for. So that's my hint. All right, so we have this one house right here. I think I want to try and make like another sort of version. Um, maybe like one of the ones for like a brown, or one of the brown mushrooms. Brown mushroom block. Because maybe we could actually like grow a brown mushroom, right? Um. Oh, it needs to be in dark to be able to. Oh, wait, not this one though. Okay, so we have this. I think I want to try and make a taller one. So we're gonna remove some of this stuff real quick. Because I think what I want to do is we take this. That'll do. Okay. Wait, how wide are they? I just want to double check. Okay, so that is going to be. So this is the center. It's 3 that way, 3 that. It's just symmetrical. So, all right. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we can just sort of like fill in the gaps here. And there we go. All right. Cool. So this is gonna be really nice. All right. Yeah. So here we have our mushroom. I think I might widen it a little bit. Hold up, I effed that up. Do that. Yeah, there we go. That's widened. And I just want to widen it so. Oh wait, it's still off centered. Hold on. There we go. Wait, no. F that up. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Fixed it. Think that should be good? Nope. Jesus Christ. Okay. We're just going to restart and make it like 4 wide instead, just to kind of make this a little bit simpler on myself. What's funny is I used to be able to effectively do what I was doing there. I don't know. I'm like incredibly tired. So my for those who do not know, my school year just ended, so I'm just kind of exhausted from all the crap that happened. So I'm just finishing up all the schoolwork and stuffs. But hey, now it's summer, and now I gotta fix my sleep schedule because it kinda sucks. But yeah. Okay, so we're gonna expand this guy here. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay. All right. So I love how I went to one viewer immediately after I said, "Oh yeah, I just got out of school, guys." It's a child. No one should be watching a child. Well, maybe not like that, but more. Children are gross, disgusting beings. Alright, I'm gonna check that real quick. Alright, yeah. Cool. So, yeah, just want to check something real quick, guys. Okay, so we now have this. What I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking of sort of having something like hanging off the mushroom for this thing's design. And I think I'm going to try to use some of the same materials as before, because I do think this could actually look good as well with this thing. So I think we're going to do here. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Okay. It looks weird. Looks weird. Alright. Cools. Alright, yeah, we can just I kinda wanna make sure that's all straight. So we can Okay, I'm wondering, what could a villager do with all this real estate? Honestly. I might actually want to stick with the smaller one. Because like this is modest. This is a very nice, like, simple house. Could fit like 2 beds. This is much bigger. Even you even get like a nighttime view out here. I have so I don't know if anyone has ever seen it, but I have My Neighbor Totoro stuck in my head, like the ending song. Because my baby brother, like, we watched it with him, and he just like and he really loves the song and really loved the movie, and it was actually like one of the few movies he actually ever paid attention to. So I mean, it's really sweet to see that he has something that he really enjoys, but now I just kind of like have that song stuck in my head. Also, I think I'm gonna do that and then just make it so it's connecting. Alright, yeah. Boom. Alright, there we go. I think actually I'll maybe not. I don't know. I mean, we're gonna want fences, that's for sure. Maybe not a mangrove fence. Maybe something else. And I don't think I want to connect it with chains. I think I want to try and connect it with something else. Could I theoretically? How would it look? Exactly. That's yeah. Quite literally, you're making it worse at this point. Okay, sir. Also, welcome to the chat. How you doing today? I wonder, cause how well could I integrate it if I like? Just want to get rid of that end part, right? Okay. No, that's not really how it works. Because I could do that. I should also get this other side so it can just stop looking weird. Okay. Alright, we got that now. I think I'll make it even on each side. Okay, there we go. Because I want to try to connect it like with the plant matter itself. Hold up. Hold up. I have a weird idea, but if it works, it will be so cool. Hold on. Okay. Wait. Like, do that, right? Hold on. That could maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, that looks kind of strange. I guess. I don't know. If there was such thing as like a mangrove wall, that'd be great. I might. Okay, I know I already made all this. I might want to lower it by like 1 block, maybe 2. Cause like, I don't know. I think I want to try to make it so it has some like hanging lights, and to be able to effectively do that, I need it a little bit lower. So we're gonna do that. This is so like I can effectively do what I'm trying to do here. We're gonna destroy all of this. Oh, don't have. Okay, I don't have World Edit installed now. I had it installed a different time, but because I have Essentials, so I had to use that for one more. Do that. Can do that, but punch out the holes. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right, then we have this now. Okay, I love that. Punch out this. Because I'm thinking of like adding like a staircase here. So this is like now more in the middle. Man, I know we have chains. But like, man. I could do this. Yeah, all right. And what if I was to do that? That look really weird. Then again, it's supposed to adjust with like the natural look of the mushrooms, maybe not, but I can do this. And that looks a little weird. And I think it would be a little bit too fancy to just be like, and then, like this would be like real estate right here. Like this is some fancy real estate right there with that extra flourish of support. But no, this is more meant to be like, they're on like the poorer side, so. Ugh, man, I'm trying to think of like a good way, because like it clashes a little bit weirdly with like the brown clashes a little bit weirdly with this, but I'm trying to make it so like they're using the same resources from this sort of like strange mushroom plant. Because I'm thinking like this was probably like this might be like the roots of the plant if they just like uprooted some of it and then like used it to patch the holes in these houses. Um, and then uprooted it to like create some of these. Okay, we're gonna do that. Do that. Okay. Oh, yo, wait, hold up. Oh, not that. Wait, that could actually look sick. Hold on. Hold on, chat. This could actually look kind of sick. All right, we can, if we bring this one down, put this one up. We're gonna want to do the same thing as earlier. Do that. That. Boom. Okay. Okay. All right. Now we can try to make it symmetrical by punching out these holes and putting in the other shroom lights. Boom. All right. Yeah. I kind of like that. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Need a slab. It's a good slab for this situation. Hold on. Hold on. We do that. Nope. We do that, right? I don't really know about that. Because I don't want villagers just like falling off of this, so I want something that they can just. Uh. No, I don't really like that. Cool. All right. We can do this. We can do this. If I could hold on. You do that. No. Okay. I wish I could just like keep it in that state because that would look really nice. I wonder if I were to like put carpets on top of this, if it would be like just high enough for villagers to not be able to jump over it. It feels almost stupid to say, but I'm curious. All right, we can do this. There we go. All right, yeah. Cool. All right. Kind of like that. Oh, wait, is it shine through it? What? Or am I... Or maybe it's just how the lighting works? I don't know. Let's get some red carpet. Alright. Let's see what the villagers do. Wait, hold on. I'm stupid. I forgot about something. Oh my god. I thought of something like way easier and would look significantly better. Oh my god. How did I not think of this before? I think this one will work better. Forget which side they jump in or out of, but yeah. Yeah, that's much better. Much, much, much better. We're just gonna do this real quick, so we can spawn a villager. See if they attempt to jump out. Yeah, they can still jump on that, right? Yeah. Hold on. Oh, they can't jump on that. They're not gonna jump off, but alright, we're gonna just take care of these guys real quick. No villagers were hurt in the making of this video. I guess this is not really great for close quarters combat. Where'd the guy go? There we go. Anyways, ignore that. Okay, so this might not look as good, but I'm willing to give it a shot, and I can also try something else if this doesn't look good, but... It's interesting. Villagers can open doors, but they can't open trapdoors. I suppose those require hands a lot more than doors do. Because maybe you just like push the door or something. I don't know. Alright, so I'm assuming you can't climb out of this. Unless they patched the thingy. Here, we'll try like an animal. Oh no, he's like actively trying to move into it. Like let's grab we'll grab like a mushroom. Okay, how do you spell mushroom? I do not know how to spell mushroom for the life of me. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's genuinely trying to get out and it's just not working. So let's just take care of that guy real quick. Right, yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it so it's sort of on the outside side simply so the villagers can have a little bit more room. And we'll see if that looks better or worse. Because honestly, at the end of the day, I care more about looks rather than conveniency for the villagers. Because, I mean, who should care? I don't care about villagers' rights. I mean, what? I didn't say that. We love villagers. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna stop being really weird, and I'm gonna place trapdoors and be quiet now. Alright. I don't... Honestly, just looking at the whole structure from a distance, I'm not even entirely sure what I think of it. Because I feel like it could be good, I also feel kind of iffy on it at the same time. I don't know. I feel like it could be good. I feel like it could not be. All right. All right, there we go. Yeah, so that would work. We're also just not gonna have these here. We're instead gonna have like a staircase, and also fun little thing. And I discovered this in one of my other worlds. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a demonstration. I'm gonna show you guys sort of what I want to do with like how I'm gonna make villagers go into like do jobs and whatsoever, because I want to like create a perception of like a humane society. Emphasis on I want to create the perception of it. I mean, they're literally living in mushroom houses, so I don't know. Then again, mushroom houses aren't the worst thing to be living in. But yeah, so we're gonna find a good place to start the staircase, I think. I'm gonna do that. We'll figure out how exactly I want to like design its actual looks in a moment. I think we could just put that there. Okay. Oh no, we need that. We need that. Okay. Yeah, that looks fine. Nice spiral staircase. Alright, so we're gonna have this right here, right? Oh, I see how this is. I see how this is. Okay. So this works in a way where... Oh, wait, what? That's... Does it place randomly? That's weird. Okay. I don't really know how the whole system with that works. But essentially, we have this right here, right? And we're gonna have like a daylight sensor for this. When the villager... Actually, they should be able to exit and they should be able to go through their homes. Without having to worry about too much. Though then again, this is the design I'm probably gonna have for the houses. Or for the jobs, because this would be like a home that would be used by a villager. And actually, I'm thinking like, what do I want like the interior of the house to look like? Because I did like the flooring. I didn't actually like do like what furniture would like these more rustic villagers have. Maybe maybe one of these. I don't know, like a bookshelf without I'd use the other bookshelf, but like that's too fancy, so we're not gonna do that. I think I'm gonna use this for the... Actually, hold up. Yeah, we can use that. Yeah, we could have like a bookshelf maybe. Oh, that's I got like confused for a moment why it randomly turned into netherrack. I think it would be funny just to have like a mushroom growing in the corner of their like in the corner of their room. I think we're gonna have like bed. We're gonna have that right there. If only I can make these like stay that shit instead of them turning into netherrack because of the stuff above it. That'd be really nice. We're also gonna have like red carpet because it'd be cool if it was like sleeping bag. Can a villager sleep in that? I'm curious now. Oh god damn it. Wait, no, we're good. Okay. We're good. Slash time set. Right. Go to bed. Okay. It can't go to sleep there. Slash time set day. Okay, we're good. Just want to test that out real quick. Okay, do it. Okay. I hate how loud that is. That is like almost annoying. Okay. So we're gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna have that in the corner, I think. It's almost like a sleeping bag in a sense. So that's kind of cool. And I think like the beds, I think like realistically, I think they only would like have beds. I don't think they'd have anything like too crazy. I think it's kind of funny to just like have mushrooms growing in their house. I don't know. I'll think on that one. I'll just have this one in the corner for now. Why? Oh, that's why. Because of the. Yeah. Okay, they actually do turn. I was wondering because like these hadn't turned yet into netherrack. It's completely random. So. All right. Now we're gonna want to look at this thing. Actually, you know what? Those are gonna be the homes. This is gonna be like the jobs and whatever. And I think there's gonna be other job things as well. I'm thinking of making like stands. And I think I'll actually make one of those real quick. And like sort of what I'm thinking. Because we could have like a have that, right? And we would just literally have this, right? I think we're gonna have like we're gonna have to have a fence gate. Put that right there. Okay, so the fun thing with these stalls, and I'm actually gonna incorporate some redstone into this, is that when a villager goes into here, I want to make it so you can cycle out their trades. So essentially, we're gonna have, let's say let's get an example villager into here. So first, I'm gonna want to actually complete the stall real quick. I think I'm gonna make it flat. Let me see the plan. Do that. Cool. All right. That's nice. Very simple, very modest. Doesn't really matter what side you go at it from. I think we'll have like that. Maybe to sort of show like 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 maybe like this is where like where you go and talk with them and whatever. And you could go and talk with them here, but and then we're gonna grab like a little button right here, just as a part of the design. And that blends in too much. We're gonna do a crimson button, just so like still red, but you know. Welcome back, Emmy's family. I think I'm just gonna say Emmy's. Um, welcome back. Good to have you here. But yeah. So, anyways, as I was saying, we're gonna have a stand that sort of like cycles out villager trades. So we have this guy right here, right? I'm gonna actually want their workstation, so maybe instead I'll have like a maybe not do what I just did there. So let's get a composter. Give it a give one of these. Okay. Also, I've been subscribed. Also I've been subscribed to Z first. Um, do you mean that like you've been subscribed to me for a while, or are you just subscribed to me? Okay. Well, thank you for this subscribe. Very very much appreciated. Uh, okay. So here we have this guy. Okay. Emeralds. Let's get these emeralds. Trade this guy for a bunch of bread. No longer has any more bread. And well, now he's restocked because he's. Sheesh, don't worry about that. I didn't think you would have those on. Yeah, I do have. I have a couple different ones. I mean, if I get rated today on the Twitch side, you might be able to see what that one looks like. I very much doubt that I actually will. Yeah, yeah. The person that could have possibly rated me is no longer online anyways, so okay. Anyways, there we go. Yeah, so continuing with what I was saying. So here we have this guy. And essentially what would happen is you would press this button, and once you press this button, this guy would drop down, and then a new villager would rotate and then shoot back up right here with said trade restocked. It would be like a completely different villager, and it would have like the exact same trades. I'd make sure that it would be like the exact same like set that you have there. And actually, I might even have it so they have like different trades, so I don't have to have like multiple different villagers for that sort of thing. So no large numbers, even the largest number that even scientists know. That's pretty cool. Um, but yeah, anyways, continuing. So that's sort of the basic idea of what I want to do with these stalls here, and I'm gonna make like multiple of them. I'm also thinking of like when I create the castle, um, I'm also gonna have like a sort of like library as well, where you can get like every single enchanting book in the game from, and I think I'll try to get like at least 5 of each villager with each enchanting book, because what I want to do is I want to get or do I want that to be the job though? Because I want them to be able to trade. I don't know. I'll figure that out. My brain is jumping every which way. Um, but yeah. So I'm thinking like so you can effectively you can rotate out. Let's say like you've bought out every single enchanting book from one villager. Same thing here. You could just like rotate it out and make that work. Um, I thought, or I might be able to design the mechanism of that today. We could switch over to like working on some redstone stuff if you guys would be interested in doing some of that. Because like mainly what I'm doing here is sort of a combination of that building and redstone and just general creativity. Also, I've seen a monolith on video. The chance is 1 in 5. I believe that's because that's a million. That's a billion. Yeah, that's 5 trillion. 908 billion 500. I'm not gonna read the whole number. But a monolith. I actually don't entirely remember what like a monolith was. Can you remind me what that is? Because I do not. I cannot recall what that is at the top of my head. Um, and I'm streaming, so I'm not gonna like look that up. Or well, maybe actually, you know what? I'm gonna just look it up. Oh, it's a structure in InfiniDev Alpha. Gotcha. Do you prefer being um I would not like that question asked. Thank you very much. Um, so I'm gonna remove that comment. I understand you did ask like if it was okay for like you to ask that, and I respect that. So I'm not gonna like time you out. However, if you do like ask anything else like that, then I will have to time you out. Yeah, all good. Also, welcome NAV2 to the chat. Hope you are doing well today. Um, anyways, so yeah. Actually, I'm just gonna ask you guys. Would you guys prefer if we like continued doing some more like building related stuffs, or would you guys prefer if I moved on to like maybe trying to figure out some of the redstone behind what I'm trying to do with this villager here? Because I'm thinking, I don't know. I kind of want to, but I'm also a little bit scared to work on the redstone for it. Um, because I came up with like a basic idea of how oh, did I also I think I made this like yeah, we have some real estate to work with because this is about the dirt itself is about 12 deep, and then we also have like that layer of mycelium as well. Uh why are you live streaming a short? This is something that is called vertical live streaming. It's actually pretty cool. Essentially vertical live streaming, it's just like streaming within like the YouTube shorts format, and people can actually just like straight up scroll into your streams, and I'd imagine that's which is actually how probably how you got into this one. I want to say those are epic builds. Thank you, Emmys. I have honestly they turned out better than I thought they would. I'm not gonna lie, because like I do appreciate sort of what I've created here. I got into it by searching for Lethal Company. Um, oh, like you got into like ooh, brain is not branding today. You got into like shorts looking for Lethal Company because I do promise you, I do very much do some Lethal Company content if you are interested. And I do actually have some like plans for the future as well. Plus, if you want to see like the VOD for, I did a Lethal Company stream yesterday, where we went ahead and did version 70 of we did version 70 of Lethal Company. There was some crazy stuff that happened that last stream. So if you guys want to, you can go check that out. I can only build things that are just like the Farlands. Is that just like a personal choice to just like do things that are only like Farlands themed or whatever? Or is that like because I'd imagine that's sort of the case. All right. I think I want to try and work on what I want to do with these villagers. So I'm gonna get rid of this guy. So apologies, good sir. Your life was short and brief, however. Okay. All right. Okay. We're gonna dig down here a little bit. So we have this right here. We're gonna want to like hook this up so um my base is atop of the Farlands. That's pretty cool. I'm getting the feeling that you're very much somebody that likes to play older versions of Minecraft, considering what you've mentioned to me. All right, I'm just gonna like dig all the way down to. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. It got really dark, so I didn't see where I was going. Okay. I play on computer. I had a feeling to be able to actually play the older versions, you need a computer anyways. So you can actually play on older versions in Bedrock Edition, which is kind of sad. All right, so we have this hole here, and I need a sort of way to, because I need to get the villager down here and then make it so it can shoot back up. So I'm thinking I might be able to. I have access to 0.0.1. Does everyone? I'm pretty sure like when you have Java Edition, you can't just generally have access to like all of the older versions. Though I don't know if that's like a special version if like you're trying to make reference to like you having something special. It has the limbo dimension. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so how do I want to do this? Because we could have like a trap door. I could. Can a bubble column waterlog? Can a bubble column? Can like a bubble column be waterlogged in something? I don't think it can. I don't know. Let's head down here, and we're gonna clear out a bit of space right here. It exists, but it's trillions of blocks in the sky. Gotcha. I think I'm actually gonna go a little bit lower for this. So I'm thinking here is where I'm gonna want to put it. So I think I'll, because I want some room below me to actually be able to do stuff, but I don't want it like too close for people to be able to hear the numerous villagers be suffering down there. I mean, you'd still be able to hear it from here, but just like sort of like a projection of like what this would look like. But you can teleport there if you change the code. That makes sense. Anyways. Alright, so we're gonna want like a soul sand. Can you hold on, I'm curious now. Can you make a bubble column with soul soil? I don't actually know. I'm gonna want signs for this most definitely. Okay, no, you cannot. Good to know. Okay. Because it would be really nice to like have it be something that really nice to have it be something that doesn't like slow you down. Sorry, I have autocorrect, so it makes me type badly. Got you. I fully relate to that. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna want. We don't actually really need the stuff over here, so we're just gonna want like to hollow some of this out. And I'm thinking we could essentially have like a conveyor belt of villagers, which is gonna be weird, but I think really cool if I could actually pull it off. So we're gonna clear out some space down here. I played a lot of older versions. I'd imagine considering what you've mentioned so far, yeah. So we're gonna clear this out. Alright, yeah, this is pretty cool. Alright. Okay. I think that's this is gonna be enough for now. Negative. I'm pretty sure that might as well just be beta at that point. I want to use spruce ones. I don't. I'm probably gonna end up using the mangrove ones because it's gonna be the stuff that I collected. But like, I really like the look of the spruce thingy mobbers. So. Okay, so essentially, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna have like a bunch of villagers crammed into here. So we're so for example, the villagers are gonna be like Nope. Do that. Actually, we don't even. Nope. There we go. God dang it. Okay, yeah, anytime I... Oh, my lord. I gotta stop. Okay, there we go. But yeah, so essentially we're gonna have, like, villagers stuffed into here. So then they can be, like, pushed around with pistons. Actually, I'm curious. Hold on. If I leave that guy right there, let me grab some pistons. Because we're going to make, like, a piston feed tape with this, essentially. Alright, yeah, we can very much do that. That's awesome. Okay. I'm going to get rid of some of that. Hi, my guy. I don't really know what you're doing. We do not need you at the moment. I'm also going to get rid of some of the stuff in my inventory just to kind of make some actual space. Okay, what is happening right now? I'm getting DM'd on stream. What is happening? Image perms. Why is it? I thought I could give. Okay, that's weird. Anyways, sorry guys. I was looking at a Discord server. But speaking of which, I do also have a. No, that's not before pre-release. Oh, interesting. I do have a Discord server if you guys are interested. I have it linked in the description. So if you guys want to go and check that out, you absolutely can. You can also find it. You can also find my Discord server in the description of my channel as well. Oh, I'm starting to realize something. The problem with having a feed tape like this is that these trapdoors have different orientations. Did you read the thing about the pre-release? I did, yeah. You might have walked away when I did, but oh, this is gonna be goofy. This is gonna be really, really goofy. Because now I essentially just can't make the idea that I originally had work. I gotta think of some sort of other way to make this. I mean, I could. How about like fence posts? Hold on. Could I no. No, not fence posts. I mean, you know what I could do? I could always like hmm. This is a very complicated situation I'm in at the moment. But would that, and then next to that, and there being two villains, like that won't, no. Like I could see this. This is possible, but like the second it becomes a weird orientation, that's just like gonna not work at all. Okay. I do believe I can actually like put a villager in here. If I like do it precisely. Oh, it's like stuck. Hold on. Yeah. Can we do that? And then we can like do some weird shenanigans right here. You stay right there. Yeah, if we just like we can do that. But then, like, what are we gonna do when it gets, like, over there? Yeah, let me just, like, push this guy over in that general direction. Actually, we could just do this and he won't be able to jump out. Alright, can he? He can't. He can. He fully can. I don't know what I'm thinking. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I'm realizing I don't even need this. But yeah, so essentially we're gonna get about here, right? I would have had this guy pushed. Oh shit. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? This guy's very, very complacent. It's very hard to access some of the dimensions. There's one way to access it. But now we get about here. And then to make this work, because there'd be another villager right here. Or there would essentially have to be. Like, this fence gate would never actually get into this corner. Or it shouldn't. Or, well, it should. But then how the... You know what? No, wait. Hold on. We can make this work. We can make this work. We can make this work. This can work. This can still work. Yeah, we can make this work. Okay. Okay, we can make this work. Alright. Also, I fully just realized I was, like, not looking at the Twitch chat at all by accident, so apologies. I don't think no one has actually said anything over there just yet, so. Anyways, okay. I just realized I should actually be logging off fairly soon. So, yeah, alright. I'm going to kind of show you guys what I'm thinking for this. I'm going to get rid of the weather. Yeah, so we're going to have... and do that. Get over here. But, like, what would happen when it's, like, over here, and then I'm just kind of, like... Because now it's going to be like this. And that's not going to work. Okay, there's feasibly no way to actually make what I'm trying to do work, so... Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a trapdoor. Okay? We're going to get a trapdoor. And then in between, we're going to get... we're going to get here. We're going to do that. So we can still very much do this. Ahem. Do this. Baba Booey. Okay. So now that we've kind of like, this is sort of what it's gonna look like. However, it's gonna want to like, we're gonna want to make it so it would essentially push twice, and then, so we're gonna want to make it do like, because we're gonna have this over here as well. And then this would be orientated this way. Do that. And then we can do this. Okay, this will be orientated that way. Really weird, but you know. Okay, well. But this is sort of what it would look like. Actually, hold on, yeah. And this would become, so if it's there, that means it becomes this. And this just becomes that. Anyways, you said a comment. There's a monolith dimension that that has 1,000,000 monoliths in a range of your world's map with 1 block gaps that still exist to get at in that area. That's interesting. Okay. All right, so yeah, they're facing that way, so this one's just gonna be facing this way. Yeah, because I want them to just all generally be facing the same direction, so. Okay, cool. Insanely far indeed. Yeah. Okay, so we have a pretty good idea of like how I'm gonna wanna, you know, push all these villagers around in this conveyor belt. Because honestly, I really wanted it so I could have more effectively store them and just like have multiple in like one area. Because like I'd have, because like this could store 3. This can store 2. Like it's very sadly not that great. So also thinking about it, I could also make this significantly easier because all I have to do is just waterlog this bottom one, right? And then when it gets pushed over here, when in like one of the other villagers gets pushed over here, it floats into there, and I'm gonna say it. We're gonna have to come up with some sort of way for it to be able to activate. I'll also make it so you guys can see. Or well, maybe it would just like automatically, like after it pushes that amount, it switches back. Well, we also gotta like get the other one back into here. Oh, also another important thing. Get rid of that. We're gonna want to make it so the bottom one here is gonna be those composters, or their whatever workstation these guys use, so they can like actually restock. All right, yeah, cool. All right, this is pretty awesome. I think this could definitely work. We did all this. I think we made some good progress today with what I'm trying to create. So, uh, wait, if it's in the sky, technically is technically a sky monolith map. I suppose, yeah. Anyways, so that is going to be my stream today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all had a great time. This stream was very, very mysterious in like what I'm actually doing here, because you can tell I'm trying to build something here. I'm trying to like make stuff for like a mega base. No, don't leave yet. Yeah, sadly, I have to get going because it is getting late for me. So I need to actually go to bed. Fix my sleep schedule. So, yeah. But thank you all for watching. Hope you all had a great time. And as I was saying, this is very mysterious. You all will know the answer for why exactly I'm creating all of this this next Wednesday. So, and that'll actually be like my next stream. So, if you guys want to, see what all of this is, make sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you all there. Also, thank you, Emmy's family, for being in chat. And yeah, bye bye.